The YouTube algorithm is very picky, and it is very sensitive to viewer retention. Clickbait, with its flashy thumbnails and exaggerated titles, might lure viewers in, but guess what? If your content doesn't deliver the promise within the first few seconds, then poof, your viewer retention drops like a rock. And with the algorithm's watchful eye, it'll keep note of this, and it'll greatly impact your likelihood of getting recommended to other people. So that makes clickbait obsolete now, right? Well, not only does it make it obsolete, but it actually is hurting you. So basically, there's two things that YouTube keeps track of when it comes to people clicking on your video, and that's click-through rate and viewer duration. Click-through rate is basically the way that YouTube tells you the probability of if someone's gonna click on your video or not when it's recommended to them. And viewer duration is just how long they watch it. So to get a high click-through rate, you basically want a good thumbnail and title. And in order for you to get a high rate of people watching your video for a long duration, you just have to make a good video, honestly. Or maybe more specifically, just a video that better represents the title and thumbnail. So ideally, you want both of those to be at a high rate. It's not a situation where you can have one that's not good and then the other that is good. They both have to be good in order to work with each other. It wasn't always this way, but it's honestly for the better. Because in the old days of YouTube, it basically just recommended you the videos with the highest amount of views. But that also meant that it was flooded with clickbait. Because at the time, there was no consideration for how long the people were watching the video. It only mattered on if they clicked on it at all. And the reason why I'm even talking about this in the first place is because I've been hit hard by these new ways of how the algorithm works. Because I'd say that my last video about TikTok's death had a pretty goddamn good thumbnail, but unfortunately, it didn't represent what my content was in that video, because people were expecting that it would be a well-edited, almost Lemino-esque type edited video, when really it was just, my classic editing style, which is just Google Slides fucking shit. So, although I had a good click-through rate, my viewer retention is actually the worst out of any video that I've posted. And I obviously didn't mean to, I just wanted to make a good thumbnail, but I accidentally clickbaited a bunch of people. But even a crime by accident is still a crime. And the YouTube algorithm is the enforcing force that forces people to not force people to click on their forceful videos. So what's today's lesson? Well, just don't clickbait. I mean, that's pretty simple. You're better off just doing what you're actually putting in your title than clickbaiting, because you're actually hurting your channel more than you are helping it. So like when you put almost died in the title, how about you actually almost fucking kill yourself? Anyways, that's that. Oh wait, actually they say not to speak in a way that is like closing statement. So, if you want to watch that video that I accidentally clickbaited people on, then watch that. It'll be right here. I'll figure out how to do it, I guess. Yeah. I'll figure it out, hopefully.